So, if you're living under a rock, Adrian Newey is on his way out of Red Bull. Now, it hasn't been officially announced by Red Bull as of yet, but supposedly their comms department have gone quiet, so it's only a matter of time until it's officially announced. This has come from a number of reputable sources: Autosport, Amos, BBC Sport, and other journalists as well. All you have to do is open your Twitter page and you will see all of the tweets there of this announcement, pretty much, or impending announcement. Now, Adrian Newey, if you're not familiar with him, well, have you really been following F1? He is like a god when it comes to designing F1 cars. That is how people perceive him. And I think I need to make this claim here that while, of course, Red Bull have had tremendous success over the past, 15 years since he's been there, with Vettel's dominating period and now Max Verstappen's, it is not down to just one man's expertise that they're successful. It has a massive influence because he is, of course, a massive figurehead of Red Bull, and no doubt departments will be reporting into him in regards to the engineering and the design elements, particularly. But it is a combining factor. Red Bull has a number of great minds, young minds in their team. They have one of the youngest engineering teams and design teams on the grid, and credit to them, because we all know how good that package is right now. But there's no denying that the man is definitely a wizard and a very knowledgeable guy at that. And any team, I mean, I imagine Adrian Newey's inbox is going to be pretty full of some nice offers right now. Supposedly, of course, the favourite for him to go to, or the fans' favourite team for him to go to, is Ferrari. Because, well, who wouldn't like to see Lewis Hamilton and Adrian Newey at Ferrari? Of course, he would have his gardening leave like anyone does when they leave a team. It's only drivers who don't have to have that gardening leave implemented, and he would not be able to start work directly with Ferrari. So we wouldn't see Adrian Newey's benefit at any team until at least 2026. But yeah, is he going to retire? He is 65 years old. He's not getting any younger. I don't think so. I think the guy still loves F1, and he still, you see him walking up and down the grid with his red notebook. He's still looking at the intricacies of every car, and I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Maybe he does. Maybe he wants to dial it back a bit. He's a very wealthy man. He's achieved a lot in F1, and yeah, might just want to take a step back. But I don't know. I think people like that don't want to do that. They love their work. Work doesn't even seem like work to them. That's the thing. It's just life. But we'll see. We'll see. But Ferrari isn't the only proposed destination of Adrian Newey. Of course, we know many a team down the grid will be trying to acquire his services, but it has been quite highly rumoured that Aston Martin made him a very lucrative offer back in Saudi. Now, Aston Martin, one of their title sponsors is Aramco. They're obviously very wealthy because they're Saudi-backed, so it's a Saudi oil company. And, well, Lawrence Stroll as well. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's also not short of a few bob. So yeah, we could see him head to the Silverstone outfit with, well, working with Fernando Alonso. And, well, we all know that Adrian Newey's dream since he started this was to work with Lance Stroll. It's not Lewis Hamilton he wants to work with, it's Lance Stroll, and make him a world champion, guys. Imagine if that is true. But yeah, wow, what news this is. It's not often that someone who's not a driver or a team principal that gets this one recognition, and of course this hype surrounded around them, and people will be waiting on tenterhooks to find out where he's moving to. I'd still be surprised if he has signed a deal already with another team. I think we might have to wait a bit of time until that is announced. I think the initial announcement when it arrives will just be that he's leaving the team. Whether it will be immediately, I don't know. Maybe it will be at the end of the season. I still don't really know how Adrian Newey's contract works. I mean, no one does, but he's different to everyone else. He's not directly employed by them. I think he's a contractor, and I think his salary is excluded from the cost cap as well, because he's definitely one of the 3 highest paid in Red Bull. I don't think his salary is included. I could be wrong there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So maybe he isn't subject to the 6-month gardening leave, which others are subject to when they are directly employed by a team. But who knows? Is this the start of the downfall of Red Bull as well? Because I've also heard that some other engineers are moving to other teams. They have to have that 6-month gardening leave, what we just mentioned. But yeah, could this be the potential? I mean, it's always happens really in F1 whenever there's been a prolonged period of dominance in F1. Teams and personnel, or personnel within teams, they go to other teams who maybe not necessarily struggling, but they look for other challenges. And prominently, because they've been in a dominant team, they get offered a lot more money to move to a different outfit. And I suppose, why wouldn't you if someone's willing to pay you 50 grand more, or even double your salary in some instances, I imagine, to bring your expertise to a team that's looking to improve. So this always happens after a dominating period, and of course with the new regulation set coming up in 2026, and the most prominent designer in F1 history announcing he's moving just before 2026. Yeah, well, who knows? It's very exciting times. Very exciting times. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Where do you think he's going to be off to? Where would you like to see Adrian at? I know where I would. I think I'd like to see him in red alongside Lewis. But let me know what you think. Let's go.